Hey guys, J-Man here. Another reaction here. And yeah, I am up early. I'm doing good this. I've had my coffee. I've done my workouts. Um, I've read my Bible, so I am all ready to do a reaction. Now, funny thing here, I am reacting to Modi Speaks. Now, Modi Speaks, I have been watching her content up and on for nearly a year now. She seems like a very sweet woman. She's actually liked a couple of my comments on her videos whenever I responded. So I just want to give her a shout out. Uh, I'll link her video down below because she is a smaller creator. Not as small as me. I'm still a ant compared to her, but I do want to at least to show that I'm not just going to react to the big names within the content creator sphere. I am willing to upload talk about the smaller ones. And yeah, the video in question is fatigue generators double down on harassing white folks for Black History Month. So let's see what exactly is going on here. I've this is the first time I've heard about this, so I want to see exactly how much of this is going to radicalize me and how much of this is going to radicalize you guys. Because just like Nuxador, my job is to radicalize you guys. So let's go.
It's Black History Month. I need all the white people to sit in the back.
The fatigue.
Whoa! That escalated quickly. That escalated quickly. Oh my gosh. Moni, that was a jump scare if I ever saw one. Oh my gosh. Oh man, that was a jump scare. I was not expecting it to be shouted at right out the gate like that. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Oh man, that was funny. That was funny. That was funny. And so yeah, that was actually very entertaining. And yeah, I think that was a black guy actually harassing white people. Oh man. Luckily, I'm a white guy that doesn't mind sitting in the back. I don't mind sitting in the back. I just uh, so it's whatever. I don't care if I'm getting on a bus. I don't care. It's oh my gosh, though that is hilarious on all counts, though. Oh man.
Fatigue continues. Hey guys, my name is Modi and you are welcome back to Modi Speaks. Quick question. Are we in Black History Month or in Fatigue History Month? Because the type of nonsense
I think this is actually self-evident. We are clearly in Fatigue History Month because we are running into fatigue. We've been running into fatigue for over a year at this point. I mean, the moment the Shiloh woman said the hard R N-word to a black kid trying to steal from her baby bag or diaper bag. I forget which it is. It's basically it's a bag that contains stuff for her babies, for her baby. The moment a black kid tried to steal, that was just thug behavior, and I think that the kid wasn't taught well. Whether or not the woman was justified in saying the hard RM word is up for debate. I'm not going to say it was good. I'm not going to say it was bad. I'm just saying I don't necessarily condone it, but at the same point in time, I sort of get why it happened. And my question is, why was a pedophile actually doing the recording? And why was he at a park with kids? That's my bigger question. My bigger question is, why was a pedophile around? I'm pretty sure that he is forbidden from going within a certain amount of feet anywhere near children.
nonsensical displays I keep seeing coming from the loud majority of the black community is deeply embarrassing. The other day, I just called your attention to the black individuals who are
Oh yeah, I did watch it. I think I watched her cover this video before. Um, Basically, some black people were trying to get a clip of a white woman and getting angry at them touching her hair and all that, but she played it off calm and collected, so they didn't get the clip. They didn't get what they wanted. They wanted to get some sort of racism held against them so they could boohoo cry victim probably, but either way, it's one of those situations where yeah, there was a clip waiting to happen, and luckily that and a good thing that woman didn't really do that because things would have escalated, but and it escalated in a way that would have increased racial divides, not exactly help because it is very very fair for according to the black community at large to basically put the white people in a monolith. I'm not saying, and again, it's not good. It's still racism. I don't like putting black people on a monolith either. I, I actually like Modi here. She seems like a very genuine woman, and she seems to be very reasonable. And I also like a black conservative perspective. He seems like a reasonable guy. Uh, Kevin Apollo, it wasn't Apollo. Is it Kevin? Yeah, I think it's Kevin Apollo that's on WDW Pro. He seems like a chill guy. Um, I know. A lot of them are going into conservatives, but I'm just saying that it just seems like the ones that are the most chill are the ones that lean conservative, and seem like the ones that are more likely to actually break away from the monolithic thinking. And those are the types of black people I actually like. It isn't because they're conservative, or because they're black. It's that they are actually free thinkers and are insanely reasonable and fact based. That is why I like these creators. Anyways, let's continue. Let's continue. Now that I've basically uh, disproven that I'm racist. Oh man. Oh man.
announced that it is Black History Month and that they are going to be wandering around harassing white people as so called payback. They did not say payback for what exactly, but I am guessing it is payback for the slavery that happened 400 years ago, decades before any of the white people alive today were even formed in their mother's womb.
Yeah, I'm also a little confused by this as well, because I am fairly certain that well, here's the thing: I am part Native American. However, I don't look it. I look more like a white Native American, or not white Native. What the heck? I screwed up wording here. Okay, I look white European, basically. I'm not a white Native American. I screwed up with wording. But yeah, I have part Native American blood in me. I don't look it. But apparently on my grandmother's side, my family spans back generations. Uh, all the way back to the Civil War, probably even before, probably to the Revolutionary War, probably even during the Puritan days, probably all the way back into the Mayflower. I don't know. And that's not usually what people focus on when they talk about ancestors. They usually focus on the fathers. Now, if we go into my father's, if we go back down my male line, that being my father, my grandfather, my great grandfather, my great grandfather, my great great grandfather, well, down that line, I am actually probably fourth generation for the United States. I since most of my family tree, from what I can trace, what is originally from Germany. And with my mom's side, I have some Irish in me, and a good chunk of my point is most of my family was not here during the Civil War era even. Most of my family have got here when slavery was pretty much abolished, and as such, I don't get why people want me to pay reparations. And again, I am part Native American, and according to them, Native Americans have been oppressed by white people as well. So, if they're going to use that logic, I need reparations from myself, which doesn't even make any sense. Yeah. So overall, the reparations argument is just dumb, and this is going into revenge territory, and that is not biblical at all.
Imagine my second-hand embarrassment witnessing that incident, only for me to be bombarded with this new shameful video coming from this figure causing more Nati. So this figure decided to show his degenerate tendencies on an LA subway by demanding that all white people in the subway.
LA? Of course it's LA! Of course it's LA! Oh man. Of course it's the state that allowed a dog to vote. Oh man. And it allowed few people to vote more than once. Get the SAVE Act in. Seriously, get the SAVE Act in. We need those voter IDs, man.
We should sit in the back so that black people can come in the front because it is Black History Month. He was clamoring for support from his fellow figures, but thankfully, a responsible black fellow called him out right there and then, shaming his behavior without fear or favor.
Ooh. Oh, so we have some, so I'm gonna have to make a joke here. So we're going to have a blackout black verbal violence. Okay. I am here for it. Okay. Oh man, I'm terrible. Okay. Because here's the thing. The point that I'm trying to make with this is I am trying to radicalize you guys. Okay. I'm trying to radicalize you guys back to normalcy.
Evil.
It's Black History Month. I need all the white people to sit in the back. Can I get a hell yeah?
You're a disgrace to my race, man.
Really, dude?
Yeah. Because you got these white people scared now, right?
You know what? They had us scared too. You ashamed. You should be ashamed.
Oh. You know what? I actually like that guy. I like the guy that basically told the guy, you're being stupid towards the white people. You're making him scared. Like, for me, I'm not really scared. I'm I was just finding it hilarious, and it's, from what I'm seeing, it's actually in a subway, not actually a bus. But again, my point stands. I don't care about where I sit. I just care about getting to my destination. It's one of those situations where I don't care. Like, dude, you're black. You want the front seat? Go ahead, have the front seat. I do not care. I only care about getting to my destination and not being bothered. That's it. It's just not a situation that's worth fighting, making a fuss over.
Dude, I'm not trying to hear it, dude. I'm not trying to hear it. You need a bump.
You're Uncle Tom sellout.
Brother, you need a bump. With those shoes
Wait,
on, shut the fuck
wait,
up.
he has a nose ring. Oh man, the septum ring theory is becoming even more true, dude. Oh man, it's not just women; it's the men too. Men that have those sort of nose rings. Oh man! Oh man! Oh man! Dude, I was not expecting that. I saw the septum ring. Oh man! Septum ring theory is proven true once again. That guy's mentally ill. He needs help. He needs Jesus.
God, they always think black people screwing up anyway. And this dumbass sitting there screaming and yelling and everything. He should be in jail.
Yup. You sound racist.
Martin Luther King.
Oh my gosh. Oh man, I did not expect that. Dude, Marty, that meme. Mwah, chef's kiss. I mean, I don't agree with the I don't agree with the language, but I am not brave enough to post this originally. Okay, I'm not brave enough for this. Oh man. Sadly, if this is true, this is a true sentiment. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. This is amazing. This is amazing. Oh man. Bonnie, I was not expecting this. Oh, sweet sister in Christ. You are beautiful, Bonnie. You are beautiful.
Had a dream, but honestly, these figures keep messing it up.
Yep.
This is a big pandemic for a lot of people in this community. Decorum, respectability, moral uprightness. A lot of black folks lack these. Okay? Why can't an adult male go to the subway, behave respectfully and responsibly around fellow passengers, board the train and go about his day? What is so difficult in that? Why must white people sit in the back because it is Black History Month? What?
Yeah, I agree. I don't get this either. I mean, I defer back to Morgan Freeman when he said, so you want to relegate Black history into 1 month. Like, you want to basically tell all of Black history in 1 month. And here's the thing. Black history is American history. That is my stance. My stance is similar to Morgan Freeman's. That it being that Black history is American history. Just teach it. You don't need a month. Okay, and honestly, I think having a month actually increases racial division than heals it. And because after all, if I went through the same things that Black people went through in terms of having all this ancestral baggage dealing with slavery and discrimination, I would not want a month. Okay, and I honestly would not want a month. I would want history to be taught thoughtfully and respectfully. I would want the facts to come to light. I would not want it to be sugar-coated. I would want any atrocities that people with my skin color have done to be brought to light, as well as everything they've suffered through be brought to light. Because here's the thing. There is no race that is purely innocent in oppression or anti-discrimination. That is a complete and utter myth. Okay, human history is stained with sin. That is the biblical truth. Slavery has existed far, far long ago, and it continues to exist in this day. And And guess where slavery exists in? It exists primarily in uh, Muslim countries, and I'm not trying to infer anything. I'm not trying to infer anything, but it is quite interesting that Islamic countries still has slavery, and that they are not willing to get rid of their slaves. That's actually pretty interesting. Anyway, moving on, moving on.
Is all this nonsense? And why do these degenerates crave to have the camera witness their disgusting actions all the time? Do they get a kick out of embarrassing their race, their whole community? What exactly is the problem? What is wrong with the black man? Like, what? What is it? People are complaining of black fatigue everywhere. People are saying that black people are prone to disgusting behaviors and dysfunction. But come on, let us go out of our way to give them more dysfunction just to prove that the stereotype is in fact accurate. Okay? This
Stereotypes exist for a reason. Seriously, there's a reason why stereotypes exist. Uh, I and if you don't want the stereotypes labeled onto you, then don't be the stereotypes. That's all I can say. I'm trying not to be the stereotype. That's one thing I do try to be, not the stereotype. It's why in my vernacular I don't say the hard R N word. I don't say the N word in general. Actually, I don't even say the N word from the meme earlier. Um, I I don't even say the bundle of sticks word. I may say it in jest in private, but that's about it. I won't say it to describe anyone. I just don't feel comfortable saying slurs that much. I just consider slurs to be at an even worse level than a swear word. For instance, I'm more willing to say the F word than I am to say the hard R. And I don't even feel comfortable saying the F word anymore. So, let's continue. I'm just trying to say that. No, I'm not racist. I'm just saying that there's a reason stereotypes exist.
degenerate hobo immediately jumped to verbally attacking the one good black person who called out his behavior, telling the decent guy that he should be ashamed of his decency and his moral decorum. You should be ashamed that you are not a figure like me. Oh, you are just trying to act white. Why don't you mess up and engage in degenerate actions? Why don't
I mean, well, wait. He actually said, "Don't, don't stop acting white." Like what? So the other black guy was so the other black guy being respectful of the people around him is acting white. Like I don't get it. I don't get it. I really don't. And yeah, I never did. I never got this degenerate behavior and what the end goal is. And I'm not going to take the oppression as an excuse to do this degenerate behavior. I'm not going to take George Floyd as an excuse. I'm not going to take Michael Brown as an excuse. Those are individual cases. Okay? What is excusing this behavior? That is my question, and it can't come from generational trauma. Okay? If we go back far enough, every single person in the world has generational trauma. So, again, we need to draw a line here, and we need to actually look at personal accountability. Anyways, I'm letting the black woman here speak.
you represent blackness well? You don't want to be a figure like me. You should be ashamed of yourself. That is essentially what this degenerate hobo is saying to the decent black guy. And you know what? That is exactly what figures like him will be saying when they come across any of my videos calling out their nonsense. They will call people like me a sellout. They will think that I am not full black. Why do I not engage in degeneracy? But they accept you as a pro black when all you do is shame and embarrass the black community.
I think it's funny is that Modi does know that some of her audience is white. She is very, very much aware. Um, and yeah, we are talking skin tone here because, well, skin tone is playing a part in this sort of degeneracy, so we do have to talk about skin color. I don't like doing it, but we have to, uh, because a lot of the critical race stuff uh, sneaks in, the whole reparations debate sneaks in, everything sort of evil right racism sneaks in, stuff like that. Um, and yeah, I just gotta say that this sort of a degenerate behavior, I do not like. And no, not Modi's behavior. Modi's golden. She's golden. Um, I'm talking about the guy that's just yelling and screaming at white people to sit on the back of the bus for Black History Month. Like, dude, that is just overstepping. That is just saying, what the... That is just me going, what the actual heck are you doing, dude? That is unhinged. And yeah, the septum ring theory is proving more and more true. Like, oh man, it even affects guys. That is sad. That is sad. I can no longer say it is a white woman only issue. Okay? I can't say that. It's also involving some black men and white men. I've seen some white men wearing the septum rings. Like, the septum ring theory is just proving more and more true.
This is absolutely disgusting and
Yeah.
very nonsensical. Take a look at these two guys. One is
And she actually pointed out, oh, this is diabolical. This is diabolical. This is diabolical. Oh man, she actually pointed it out, dude. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Oh man, this is diabolical. Oh man, but hey, I'm here to radicalize you guys. And yeah, I'm. This is actually good, but yeah, the septum ring theory is proving more true.
holding a flower, probably for his wife or his girlfriend,
Yep.
looking decent and put together, responsibly dressed. He is not trying to segregate white people to the back of the train. He is just going about his day and being respectful around his fellow passengers,
Yep.
both white and black people. Now, look at the other guy, shabbily dressed, looking extremely irresponsible, with his eyeliner and his nose ring, screaming for white people to go to the back.
Eyeliner? Seriously? He's wearing eyeliner? Dude, I thought he just had slept for a while. But eyeliner? Jeez, this is unhinged. This is an unhinged man here. This guy's just unhinged. And and I thought this guy was homeless actually. For me, I pretty much should dress very, very casually. Like, I don't wear suits or anything, but I will wear t-shirts. In fact, if I do go out, I'm going to wear a shirt that says, "The devil thought he had won when he saw my head bowed until I said Amen." That is, and yeah, this guy is unhinged. I think he definitely needs psychiatric help.
Of the train so that black people can come sit in the front because of course it is Figure History Month. Now, which one among them will black fatiguers call a sellout? a self hating black man, or a black white supremacist? Which one? Well, that would be this guy.
For me, I would say the self-hating black man.
I should tell you all you need to know about this community. It is a big shame. All in all, guys, I am extremely proud of this wonderful black man for standing up against this nuisance. At least he was a saving grace for good black people all around the world. His actions will reassure the society that indeed not all black people are suffering from degeneracy syndrome.
Yeah, I've given a list of a couple. Uh, like I said, Modi here, she's a good one. Gothics, she's another good one. She doesn't fall into that whole racism camp. Uh, there's also Shady Do Rag. She doesn't fall into that. Or I said she for Shady. Oh, sorry, Shady. I meant he. He. Don't want to misgender you, dude. Okay, even though I know you don't care, but it was a slip of the tongue anyway. I have too much respect for him, and no, he's not trans. I just slipped up. But then there's the Black Conservative Perspective. He's really cool. There's several guests on WDW Pro. There's a V2. There's a VTuber streamer I used to show up in her chat every so often a year ago. That being Cranberry Nari. She's black. Yeah, there were some very respectful people within the black community. I'm not going to say there isn't, and they aren't racist or anything. They're actually very respectful, very nice, and they don't want to be involved within the racism shenanigans. They just want to live their lives and have it, and just basically they just want to grill. Okay, they just want to grill a lot of the time. Sometimes they get political if they want to. Okay, cool. They can be political. But I'm just saying that some of them aren't inherently disrespectful and degenerate. And Gothics, I know for a fact, used to be degenerate, but she broke out of it around 2020 during the George Floyd stuff.
We still have responsible black individuals who believe in decency. So honestly, deep respect to this man who protested with common sense. Using Black History Month as an excuse to harass people or force them to sit back is like slapping the heroes who fought for equality. That black man spoke for every one of us, including the white people in that subway.
Yep, I can agree with her here as well. That was actually true. Um, and I'm someone that does have a deep respect for when there is no more skin color being brought into the conversation and just standing up for the content of character. I actually very deeply respect that, and that is exactly what Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. stood for. And yeah, I think that he would be ashamed of the black community at this point. And that's because they are putting their race above character. I don't like saying that. I really don't. Okay, I really don't. I want to be able to talk with the black people and actually have respectful conversations with them. Okay, I really do. However, it's a little hard to do that when, well, basically a good chunk of them say, not all of them. Okay, I have to put the caveat, not all of them, but a good chunk of them will say that I am inherently racist because I'm white. But that's the truth of the matter. Even though when I was in pro wrestling, training for pro wrestling, I was actually being taught by a black guy, and he was a good friend. I disagree with him politically, obviously, because he wasn't a Trump supporter. He criticized Trump whenever he saw the Confederate flag, and he had his wrestling school did allow transgender battle royales, and I was not all for it. my values and the wrestling school's values did not align. That's all I'm saying. But anyways, let's continue. Let's continue seeing what's going on here.
You cannot expect respect from others by behaving disgustingly yourself. This is how toxic behavior should be responded to, by criticizing it without fear or favor. I also want to point out something that is very disappointing in this video. The fact that no white person in that environment was able to say anything. Not because they don't want to, but because they don't dare say.
If I was in that video, I would say this. You'd hear me snickering. You'd hear me openly laughing at that guy. And the guy would probably come up to me and ask, "What's so funny?" I'll just say, "I don't care. I don't care if I say in the back or whatever. I just care where my destination is." I guarantee that black guy would have been flabbergasted. Like, he wouldn't know what to say. Okay, I would just say, "Okay, I don't care. I'll sit in the back if you want me to, but I'm not going to take offense or anything. I'm not going to treat it like some big deal. I'm just going to say, whatever, dude. You can do. I'll sit in the back." Oh man, but here's the thing. I'm not. You get no. You get nothing for it. You just get. You just get looked at as a crazy person. That's what I would say. That's what I would do.
Anything. White people have no choice but to rely on black heroes to protect them from a black oppressor. Every white person there knew that they had to keep silent, keep their heads down, and hope for the best. That is how bad things have gotten. So it is good that this black man spoke up, but think about why nobody else.
Well, also, this is also and that is a liberal cesspool where white guilt is pretty rampant. It's rampant at all, and I'm going to be honest, it's rampant in most liberal cities. Conservative areas, they aren't as they don't feel as guilty. They go, "Okay, we don't care what our ancestors did. We care about what's going on now." Like, yeah, sins of the father do not translate to sins of the son and whatever. It doesn't translate to descendants. What translates is what you're doing to harm your own points now. But yeah, this is. But still, this was diabolical. This is diabolical, dude. And I'm just laughing at that this was mentally ill person, clearly having nothing better to do than to yell and scream at people to sit at the back of the bus for Black History Month. That is actually kind of funny.
Especially no white person in that environment spoke up. Black History Month keeps showing up with disgusting performances. I never knew that this was what Black History Month was all about. I mean, I did not know that it was all about harassing white people, trying to disrespect and dehumanize white people, trying to segregate them, demanding that they bow down and worship black people, and all sorts of nonsense. But hey, we learn every day, and I am quickly learning that Black History Month is in fact Fatigue History Month. It is the month when certain loud and lousy black people showcase their dysfunction in all its glory. This is extremely embarrassing for the majority of.
Man, though. Yeah, it does. And I think the worst part is the KKK are actually laughing. I think that's the worst part. They are cheering and are celebrating that the blacks are basically making they're making white people a little more racist towards them. I hate it. I really do. And I don't really, and I'm not really racist, because after all, like I said, I'm agreeing with the black woman here. Clearly not racist. But at the same point in time, this is the whole thing is kind of wild, dude. It's kind of wild. Like, oh, man, Black History Month has definitely become Black Fatigue Month. Oh man, I can't wait until June becomes Gay Fatigue Month. Oh man, if that actually happens, oh man, oh dude, that means LGBT stuff is done. And we are headed that way, and I swear we are headed that way. Seriously, in real time, we are seeing a lot of the leftist social conditioning be unraveled in real time, and oh man, it's in the death throes right now. Like, it's like seeing the giant squid. The giant squid has been terrorizing the seven seas for quite a long time, going by, and sailors have called it the Kraken. And the Kraken has terrorized it only for a few captains to rise up and start harpooning it until finally it lets out violent thrashes against the ships. And then finally, boom, it just lies limp and drifts off into the abyss of the sea. That is basically what the leftist social conditioning is going through right now. It's currently in the final stretches of thrashing. Granted, that doesn't mean it's going to be overnight or anything. It's not going to go away overnight, obviously. It's going to take a few years for us to get out of this sort of climate and back to some semblance of normalcy. But until then, we are going to increase the fatigue. Because they keep increasing the fatigue.
A call out from fellow black people, and that is exactly why I made this video. As always, guys, these are my thoughts and my opinions. Please feel free to share us in the comment section below, but do so respectfully. Also, if you're not yet subscribed to this channel, honestly, I don't know what you're waiting for. So
Yep. This was a banger. I like Modi. She seems like a very nice woman. But yeah, but look, man, this is me just joking around with the whole concept of them sitting on the back of the bus or the subway very, very seriously. Like, I find it completely stupid. Like, who cares? Okay, I've sat in the back of the bus. It's nothing special. I've sat in the front of the bus. Nothing special. I stood up in the bus. Nothing special. It's literally nothing special. Okay, I'm not going to get to be hurt just because some mentally ill black person takes sitting on the back of the bus so personally. Just because maybe his mother or grandmother or whatever, his grandparents or his parents, I don't know how old the guy is. Just because some of his family had to sit on the back of the bus during the civil rights movement. Like, it doesn't matter, dude. It really doesn't at this point. Oh man, it might have been a big power move during the civil rights era, but it's not that big of a deal these days. Everybody sits on the back of the bus. Black, whites, Asians, Latinos. It doesn't matter. Okay? It really doesn't matter. Anyways, I think that's all I've got for you guys. Please give me a like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment down below if you have thoughts. I try to read them all whenever I get them anyway. I don't know how good this will do, but I love you guys who do tune in, and I'll talk to you guys later. Goodbye, and have a good rest of your day. Later.